Hello, Cyberpunk. I wanted to show my new build. This is my crit build. So, for this build, you will need... I personally prefer a weapon with a really high crit damage when crit chance. So for this build, I use a Satori Katana, which has 94% crit chance and 510 crit damage. Low DPS, because other katanas will do 2000 DPS for the same thing. But then a big part of this build is also not just being invested in reflexes. So a big part of my build is I have 18 technical ability, and this allows me to take out my mods when I'm done with them and put them in new clothing items. So as you'll see, I'll have a ton of mods. Yeah, so I can install a ton of mods whenever I need to, but I purposely focus mainly on crit damage. This is the one mod that's not crit based, but Bully mod and Fortuna mod and Deadeye mod. So as you can see, all my clothes, I tried to a bit save scum so I have more slots in all the items. I didn't do that much though. But as you see, all my items have gold slots and they're all crit based. So what this does is, like, for my strong attacks on the Satori sword, I'll do 77,000, which no one can survive that. But if I want to have a even higher damage, I can do a defensive attack. And that's plus 300% on the crit damage, so I think I hit 163,000 with the defensive attack. Let me find someone to test that on. But anyways, if you just hold a strong attack and do that, it'll do 77,000 damage with this build. Or roughly around there, with all the crit. And as you can see, my crit chance is insanely high, with the sword alone and just all the Fortuna mods I have. So this is a really powerful build for just one-hitting people. And so if you check out a couple of the other videos on my channel, you'll see just me taking out entire gangs one hit each. So it's a fun build, and I'm actually working towards, so you can see I have 18 technical just so I can take out the mods, 20 reflexes for the blades. I'm working on intelligence for my range. So I don't really use guns that much, although they're fun. But then I can, I can use this as my range. So I like the build a lot, and I think other people are realizing how powerful this is. But the big difference was different about mine versus others is that, well, everyone uses the swords, but mine's all the Fortuna mods and Bully mods I've put in my clothes. So that's a really big deal. It'll increase your crit damage and chance dramatically. Yeah, you can see that. So I heavily recommend that, using it with like the Satori sword you get in the heist. I'm actually going to post a video on how to get the Satori if you missed it in the heist, because I didn't get it during the heist and I had to come back in Act 2 to get it. And it does involve using some glitches and weird techniques to get the sword, but it's worth getting because look at that crit damage, 510%, and you see my crit chance. Yeah, it one hits anything. So let me just do a little display for you guys. Well, that one said 69,000, but I'll post a video I did earlier where it was 77,000. So either way, you can see no one survives a hit of this weapon ever. So enjoy the information while you have it, and to make this build really feasible with all the crit damage, it's mostly about technical ability. It's not all blades. So have a good one.